सदाशिवसमारम्भां शङ्कराचार्यमध्यमाम् अस्मदाचार्यपर्यन्तां वन्दे गुरुपरम्परां श्रुतिस्मृतिपुराणानाम् आलयं करुणालयं नमामि भगवत्पादशङ्करं लोकशङ्करं। हरिः ओम्। श्रीगुरुभ्यो नमः। हरिः ओम्। My humble pranams to all Atma Jyotis, divine light of the self. I welcome all of you to today's session of Vedanta Sara.
Namaste, sir.
Namaste. So, we are going to study Vedanta Sara. We have studied, this is a study hour. I am not a Pandita, I am not a Guru, I am not a Jnani, I am just a Sadhaka studying this book, Vedanta Sara, to the best of my ability. I may make mistakes, please forgive me. So we have been studying the qualifications for the study of Vedanta. In that we have seen what are the different types of karmas are there. What is the adhikari? We have seen a adhikari is one who has studied Veda, Vedanga, etc. as per Vidhivat, as per prescribed norms, and who understands Veda Vedangas, and over many lifetimes he has propitiated his sins. He has done many meritorious deeds, he or she, and who has performed already in previous lives Kamya Karma, Nitya Karma, Naimitika Karma, Prayaschitta Karma, etc. And that person might have completed, done lot of upasana. And then we proceeded to understand what is Kamya Karma, what is Nishiddha Karma, what is Nitya Karma, and what is Naimitika Karma. And we also understood what is Prayaschitta Karma. These are all as per Vedic understanding. And we also discussed about Upasana. What is Upasana? We have understood all these things, Karma and Upasana. So we'll start from there as a recap. So 12th verse, repeat after me. Upasanani Saguna Brahma Vishaya Manasa Vyapara Rupani Shandilya Vidyadini. This we have seen in the last class. As an example, Shandilya Vidya is given as an example. Shandilya Vidya comes in Chandogya Upanishad. Chandogya Upanishad explains many upasanas, how to do upasanas on the devatas, etc. There it is understood as a, is shown as a Shandilya Vidya. So Saguna Brahma, Brahman with gunas. Is the Vishaya, is the object of meditation, and it is of a mental activity. Whereas all these karmas, Nitya Karma, Naimitika Karma, and Prayaschitta Karma, and other karmas, Kamya Karmas, they are all physical in nature. You have to perform a karma. Whereas Upasana is of a mental nature. It's a mental meditation, upasana on the Devata. So now the Sadananda proceeds talking about what is the phala of doing these karmas and upasana. 13. Etesham nityadinam buddhi shuddhi param prayojanam upasananam tu chittaikagryam tametam atmanam vedanuvachanena brahmana vividishanti yajnena, as per Brihadaranyaka Upanishad. Ityadi shrutehe tapasa kalmasham hanti manusmruti ityadi smrutescha. So manusmruti says tapasa kalmasham hanti. Kalmasham means impurities, hanti means removed. Tapasa kalmasham hanti. So these people do tapas, austerities, to remove the kalmasha. That is as per Manusmruti. And as per Brihadaranyaka Upanishad, it is said, Tametam Atmanam Vedanu Vachanena Brahmana Vividishanti Yajnena. Okay? Brahmanas seek to know this self by the study of Vedas and by the sacrifice. Vedanu Vachanena. From the scriptural text, they try to know the Atma, the self. Who? Brahmana. Also, they try to know through the yajna, through the karma. Ityadi shrutehe. As per Shruti Vakya, it is told. So, these are etesham, which are nityadinam, nitya and other karmas. Buddhi shuddhi, they will purify the mind. Buddhi shuddhi, they will do. Param prayojanam upasananam tu chitta ekagryam. It will also give you chitta ekagram. Ekagryam. The one-pointed focus of the mind. So, this is the phala of doing nitya naimittika and other karmas. One is chitta shuddhi and chitta ekagryam. One is purification of mind and another is the focus of the mind. So if you see, whatever we do, most of the people, there is a problem of focus and there is a problem of impurities. So people typically complain, I try to do, I want to have peace of mind. I want to have peace of mind. I tried meditation. I could not meditate. There are lot of thoughts in my mind. I'm not able to focus. I'm not able to focus on my work. All these are happening because they have not cultured their mind. The mind has to be cultured by a long practice of karma and upasana. By doing the nitya naimittika prayaschitta etc. karmas, the mind becomes pure. Pure in the sense the impurities are gone and chitta ekagryam, mind becomes focused. So, and then upasana, by doing karma and upasana, the mind slowly comes under the control. Without doing any of this, people just complain that their meditation is not giving the desired result. They need to have discipline in life. They need to have proper way of doing things. They need to follow the Shastra. They need to do nitya naimittika karma. They need to do upasana, and through long practice their mind comes under control. Without doing any of this, people, they spend lot of time watching television, cricket, religion, politics, etc., etc. They do all kinds of things. They do gossiping, they spend time on mobiles, they spend time on television, etc. They, some people take alcohol also, they smoke, and after all these things, they say my mind is not controlled, it is not justified complaint. Their mind is not controlled because they didn't have a disciplined lifestyle. They need to have a disciplined lifestyle in the first place. Once they have the disciplined lifestyle in the first place, the mind will automatically come under control and mind will be focused. So this is the phala of nitya naimittika kamya etc. karma. So going forward, what is the phala of karma and upasana? What is the gati? Where will these people go when they drop the body? Nitya naimitikayoho upasananam, those who perform the nitya karma and naimittika karma, and those who perform upasana, bhavantara phalam pitruloka satyaloka prapti. Respectively, by doing karma, they will reach the pitruloka, which is the heaven, one of the heavens. And by doing upasana of the devata, they will reach the satyaloka. Satyaloka is the place where Hiranyagarbha is there, which is the God, creator is there. Creator of this world is there. So they will reach the Satyaloka and they will stay with Hiranyagarbha for a long time till the universe is dissolved. So what is the basis on which we are saying this? In Brihadaranyaka Upanishad, which is a Shruti, which is a Pramana for us, because what is told in the Shruti, we take it as a Shruti Pramana. It says, Karmana Pitrulokaha Vidyaya Devalokaha. It says in Brihadaranyaka Upanishad 1.5.16 Ityadi Shrutehe, etc. There are many Shrutis like this. Karmana Pitrulokaha Vidyaya Devalokaha. It is told. Now, up to here is karma and upasana. Now, what is Vedanta? What is the qualification for Vedanta? What is happening? What is going on here? We'll see. So, verse number 15, page number 22. Sadhanani. What are the sadhanas? We say sadhana, I do sadhana and all. So for Vedanta, these are the sadhanas that a sadhaka has to do. Also, he should be qualified in these. What are they? Nitya anitya vastu viveka iha amutra phala bhoga viraga shamadhi shatka sampatti mumukshatvani. So these are the qualifications for a person, student of Vedanta. It is called sadhana chatushtayam. Sadhana chatushtayam. The 4 qualifications for a person to study Vedanta. If you are saying I am a Vedanta student, you should have these qualifications, or you should be pursuing these qualifications. At least you must have done something on these qualifications. You should understand what these qualifications are. They are: one is Viveka. First one is Viveka. What is Viveka? Viveka is discernment. Discernment or discrimination. Discrimination means not discriminating between people. Discrimination in the sense knowing between permanent and transitory. Nitya Anitya Vastu Viveka. That is the first qualification. You should have a clear understanding what is Nitya, what is permanent, what is Anitya, what is impermanent, and in your lifestyle, when you are leading your life, you should know clearly what is permanent and what is temporary, and you should side with permanent and distance yourself from impermanent. So without this discrimination, discernment, this is a quality or a qualification for a Vedanta student. Okay? We are going to talk about these qualifications more in the coming verses. Here it is only mentioned what are these qualifications. So I will not give definition of this here. Definition is coming in the next verse. And what about other qualification? Iha amutrardha pala bhoga viragaha. There is a vairagya. What is the vairagya? Dispassion. What is this dispassion? Iha amutra. Iha means here in this world. Amutra means after death you may go to heaven. So this world and the other world, nether world, other world. This world and the other world. The phala bhoga viraga. In this world, what is the motivation with which we work? I work, I have a desire, I will work towards fulfilling that desire, and result will come and I will enjoy the result. So seeking some desire, we work and we enjoy the fruits of the action. So all our motivation in life is based on some or the other desire. We want to fulfill a desire. That is iha. So a person who wants to be qualified, who is qualified for Vedanta, is a person who is phala bhoga viragaha of the iha. So this world's pleasures and desires he is not interested in. And amutra phala bhoga viragaha. He or she is also not interested in the heavenly pleasures. So the person who wants to pursue Vedanta is not interested in the desire fulfillment in this world or the other world. How is that possible? What does this mean? It doesn't mean anything. It looks silly. I live my life. I have a desire. I'll fulfill it. I'll enjoy. And as per the scriptures, upon death of the body, the soul moves and it goes to heaven, And there, depending on my merit, I will enjoy the pleasures. So, what is wrong in that? If I am not living for the pleasures in this life and pleasures for in the heaven, what are you talking about? What is this Vedanta? What will I get? Okay, hold that question. Basically, iha amutrartha phala bhoga viraga. This is second qualification. That means I'll explain it later, some other time. Okay. Shamadhi Shatka Sampatti. This is called Shat Sampatti. Shat Sampatti. The 6 treasures of sadhana. The third qualification is to have the 6 treasures. What are these treasures? They said Shamadhi. What Shamadhi is going to be explained in the coming verses. Shama and Adi. Shama, Dhamma, Titiksha, Uparati, Shraddha, Samadhana. These are the Shamadhi. We are going to discuss about all of them, all the qualifications. These are together bunched as Shat Sampatti, 6 treasures. So, what is the first qualification? Nitya Anitya Vastu Viveka. What is the second qualification? Iha Amutra Phalabhoga Viragaha. Third qualification, Shamadhi Shatka Sampatti. What is the fourth qualification? Mumukshatva. Mumukshatva means desire for liberation. See, if you see this, without desire for liberation, the other qualities will not come. Because we are trained since childhood to seek pleasures, to seek reward. Of course, Vedanta also promises a reward called moksham, mukti, but it is not a reward as such. So, our actions are always geared towards some desire fulfillment. But Vedanta seems to say, ihamutrartha palabhoga viraga. I am not interested in the pleasures of this world, or I am not interested in the pleasures of the heaven. This is what we are saying as a qualified student of Vedanta. What does it tell you? It tells you that the conventional thinking or the thought process of all the religions is like this. I live my life dharmically and I pursue my pleasures in this world and I do some religious activities. You take any religion, there is a religious activity that is geared towards after death what is your reward. Every religion promises that you will go to a heaven of particular time. Every religion promises this. Every religion has a concept called this life is a preparation for something beyond death. Beyond death there is something called heaven, and you will either go to heaven or you will go to hell. This is the concept of all religions. Whereas Vedanta says, I am not interested in this scheme of things. I am not interested in your heaven. I am not interested in your hell. This is what Vedanta is saying. So it's a radical way of looking at things. Hari Om Asha avare.
Hari Om Prasad.
Yeah, we are discussing about the qualifications of a Vedanta student. We recapped so far whatever is there earlier, and we are going studying verse number 15. Verse number 15, for your consideration, I will say it again. Sadhanani nitya anitya vastu viveka iha amutrartha palabhoga viragaha shamadhi shatka sampatti mumukshuttvani. These are the qualifications for a student who is interested in Vedanta. So far we have seen karma and upasana. Karma and upasana will give you chitta shuddhi and chitta ekagryam. And karma, by doing karma like nitya karma, naimitika karma, etc., one will go to Pitruloka, which is heaven, and by doing upasana, meditation on God or Devata upasana, you will go to the Devata Loka. Upasana will take you to Devaloka. So this is what we have studied. Now we are coming to Vedanta. What is the qualifications of a student who is fit for studying Vedanta or pursuing Vedanta? Either that person already has these qualifications or that person is trying to acquire these qualifications. So I just want to give you a small reassurance that since you are all students of Vedanta and you have taken some time out of your busy schedule and came to this class on a Sunday evening without spending time with your families or movies or cricket or whatever it is, you already are shown qualities of a person who is interested in Vedanta. So I want to reassure you that you are all qualified for Vedanta. This dry subject that we are studying, it appears so, but it is not so. So you are all qualified for Vedanta. However, we will go step by step. So what are the qualifications we discussed? Nitya anitya vastu viveka. First qualification is knowing what is permanent and what is temporary, and siding with permanent and distancing oneself from the temporary is the first qualification. So whatever happens in our life, whatever happens in our life, whatever we see, whoever we talk to, whatever happens, we should have our mind focused on what is permanent and what is temporary. The permanent we should stick to and temporary we should leave it. This is the first qualification. Second qualification is iha amutrardha palabhoga viragaha. Iha means this world, amutra means other world like heaven, etc. Both the pleasures in this world and the pleasures in the heaven, we are not interested. We are not interested in pursuing pleasures in this world, neither are we interested in pursuing pleasures in the other world. For example, Vaidika karmas are there. I will do Jyotishtoma Yaga, and by doing Jyotishtoma Yaga, I am assured a place in Swarga, heaven. But since I am interested in Vedanta and the Mukti that Vedanta talks about, I am not interested in Swarga. So I will not perform Jyotishtoma Yaga. There is no need for me to perform Jyotishtoma Yaga. Therefore, all karma drops. Since I don't have any desires of this world or of the other world, there is no need for me to do any action that promises a result in this world or in the other world. So if you look at all religions, they promise something like this. All religions without exception, you live your life as per some rules from dharma, and you follow certain dharma, you are assured a place in heaven. After death, your atma will travel to a place called heaven or hell, as the case may be. If you have performed sinful activities, you will go to hell. If you perform meritorious activities, you go to heaven. There are religions which says, like, you believe in so and so person, you will go to heaven, and you believe in so and so person, you will go to heaven, etc. So all these things are there. But a Vedanta is not about all this scheme. This scheme is not for a Vedanta student. Vedanta student is not interested in this achieving something in this world or achieving something in the heaven. Is that point clear? Okay. And then the third qualification of a Vedanta student is Shat Sampatti. The treasures, 6 treasures that person should have. They are Shamadamadi Sadhana Shatkam, it is called. Shama, Dama, Titiksha, Uparati, Shraddha, Samadhana. We are going to see today what this Sadhana Shatkam is all about, and the Shat Sampatti is all about. We are going to learn about qualifications of a Vedanta student. Either we have these qualifications already, which I think you already have, some of you have some of these qualities. If not, we will cultivate these qualities. And the fourth quality is Mumukshatvam. Mumukshatvam means desire for liberation. If you are desirous about world, what happens in the world, what happens in your life, that is not Vedanta. Vedanta is about a desire for mukti. What is mukti? Liberation. Mukti from the samsara is the desire. If you don't have that desire, there is no point in sitting in a Vedanta class. Okay? So the desire has to be such that I am not interested in the sense pleasures of this world or of the heaven. I know what is permanent and what is temporary. I reject temporary and I take up the permanent, and I have the sadhana Shat Sampatti, Shamadamadi Shat Sampatti. I practice them, and then I want liberation. This desire has to be strong. I want liberation. See, I have lived my life, I have seen samsara, I have lived life, so many lifetimes I have lived. Lifetime after lifetime I have lived, and I have suffered lifetime after lifetime. And I am, what you say, I am fed up with this samsara. I don't want samsara. I want liberation. That is the qualification for a valid Vedanta student. So I pause here and give you some time to reflect on these qualifications. You reflect on these qualifications and think about where do you stand, and we will have a small discussion. So I'll stop here and I'll give you some time, some 5 to 10 minutes. You reflect on what is your internal makeup is. Where do you stand with respect to these qualifications of a Vedanta student? Where do you stand with respect to these? Do a honest, sincere evaluation of yourself and try to understand. If you have a doubt about what is the qualification, I will explain it again. Otherwise, take a moment, pause, reflect, think about where do you stand with respect to these qualifications. Okay? Think about it for 5-10 minutes, and then we will have a discussion. Okay, is that fine? If you have any questions on these qualifications, please ask, I will explain again. Otherwise, think, pause, reflect. Just for your consumption, I'll reiterate the four qualities again. Sadhanani, Nitya Anitya Vastu Viveka. What is permanent and what is temporary? You should know. By looking at the life, you should know what is permanent and what is temporary. And in your life, you should be towards the side of permanent and reject the temporary. And then Ihamutrartha Phalabhoga Viraga. I am not pursuing the enjoyments in this world, nor am I pursuing the enjoyments in the other world like heaven. So that removes all the karma, all the pujas, vratas, and everything, because I am not interested in heaven. Shamadhi sadhana shaktam. Shama, dama, titiksha, uparati, shraddha, samadhana. What they are, I will explain again. In the next class, we are already 40 minutes. We will have a discussion now on this. If you have any questions, you can ask me. And mumukshatva has to be there. A strong desire for liberation from the samsara. So take a moment, pause, reflect, and think about where do you stand with respect to these qualifications. Excuse me. You want to speak?
Hariam Prasad.
Harivam Ashaji. You want to start the discussion? Take a moment, pause. Give it some time, 5 minutes time. Think about it. And then we will discuss. We will discuss for 20 minutes amongst ourselves. Just take a moment. Think about it. Okay, we can start the discussion. Who wants to go first? Ashaji, you showed some interest, so you can go first.
Yeah, I just had one question, Ji.
Ah,
Like, is it, I mean, what the qualification to be a student? Is it all just only that disinterest or in the samsara or saying that fed up is what the word you used, right? Is it just enough? That is just enough to be a Vedanta student?
see, you are already a Vedantin, so don't worry about that. However, you have to understand these qualifications in a proper manner. First thing is Nitya Anitya Vastu Viveka. So, for example, the permanent and temporary. It is not a disinterest. Please don't use that word. It is not a disinterest in the world. It is a clear understanding that world is like this. I will have trouble if I engage in the world. For example, what is permanent? Permanent is going to come in the next verse. Permanent is Brahman or my true nature. Atma is the permanent one. And whatever appears in the world as the world is an appearance and it is impermanent. This has to be a clear cut understanding in the person. Then the world will not trouble you. If you give reality to the world, it is going to trouble you. So you have to look into yourself. You know this, that Brahma Satyam Jagan Mithya. Now, how much of it are you applying in your life? Vedanta is not about learning something. It is about applying in your life. Practical Vedanta. You have to apply in your life this principle Brahma Satyam Jagan Mithya. Am I applying properly that what is permanent is Atma, it is Brahman? Am I applying that Atma is permanent and whatever happening in the life in the world is impermanent and it is an appearance, it is not real. So how much are you taking the world to be real? That much amount of suffering you will undergo. Okay? So I want you to reflect on yourself. It is not about disinterest. It is about a clear understanding. How much understanding you have. A clear cut clarity you have. It is not about disinterest. Are you sure that world is unreal? That you have to question yourself. Am I sure that world is unreal or am I only taking some guru's words or some scripture's words that world is unreal and whereas my experience is world is real. My experience says that world is real and my interaction with the world is as per that experience, feeling that world is real and I am suffering, but the scripture says world is unreal, so there is a mismatch. So you have to question yourself, is my understanding, is my clarity about this statement Brahma Satyam Jagan Mithya is clear or not? Am I applying in my life? Is Brahma really Satyam? How is it? Is world really unreal? How is it? Is the world unreal for you? Are you convinced that world is unreal?
Yeah, no, it is not the disinterest, but I said the experience, we are very, very well sure that everything, whatever is going around, is not real. Because having said that, uh, I just wanted to know, like, is this necessary? I mean, sufficient condition is what I
These
just wanted
four
to
are
know.
necessary and sufficient conditions.
Mm.
These four, what are the four? Nitya Anitya Vastu Viveka, Iha Amutra Phalabhoga Viragaha, Shamadhi Shat Sampatti, Mumukshatva. Of all these things, if you have Mumukshatva, all the other three will come to you. Do you have Mumukshatva? Are you fed up with the samsara? Is what you have to ask yourself. I want liberation, I want mukti.
Yeah, whenever I ask that question, it is yes.
If that is there, all the other things will fall in place, they will develop. If you don't have that answer, that mumukshatva, am I a mumukshu? If that answer is yes, resounding yes in your case, if the other qualities are weak, they will get developed. If mumukshatva is not there, if you are enjoying life, if you are seeking pleasures in life, then Vedanta is not for you. So, to answer your question, the necessary and sufficient condition, even though there are four qualifications, the most important qualification is mumukshatva. Of course, nitya anitya vastu viveka has to be there, ihamutra phalabhoga viraga has to be there, and
Samadhi,
Shamadhi Sampatti should be there, but they can be developed. But mumukshatva cannot be developed so easily. Mumukshatva is not something you develop. Either you have it or you don't have it.
Yeah, that comes with that also comes with the like whatever experiences
Correct.
we have undergone
Correct.
in life.
So in your life, in anybody's life, whatever experiences and samskara is there, the mumukshatva will come. Either you have it or you don't have it. If you don't have it in this life, maybe in future life you may have it. I am just giving an example. But everybody will get mumukshatva at one point or the other. Till they get mumukshatva, they will not try for the other, and they will not be a valid Vedanta student. But most important qualification, in my opinion, humble opinion, is mumukshatva. If you can confidently say that I want moksha, I want mukti, that moment you are free. Yeah. That moment the seed for freedom is sown. Did I answer your question?
Yes, Ji. And I have one more question. Like you said, the daily rituals, whatever we follow, right? Like the puja, Japan, whatever we do. Personally, if a person is not interested, but at times, due to the other family conditions or environment which he is there in, he's forced to do. So, is he? I mean, it is like we have to just do it because we are bound to, or like
what is the
because we
intention?
Because we clearly know. Because we clearly know. I mean, it is not that puja ritual that is going to ultimately take us to that, give us that mukti.
Okay. See, they are not without benefit. The pujas or the nitya naimitika karma, they lead to chitta shuddhi and chitta ekagryam. If you follow karma and upasana properly, it will lead to chitta shuddhi and chitta ekagryam. See, it is like this. There is a vessel, okay, and you want to put payasam into that. Will you wash the vessel or not?
Yes.
Payasam is the jnana. It leads to mukti. But vessel is the body and mind. The body and mind has to be cleaned properly. So the vessel has to be cleaned. The body, mind, and intellect has to be cleaned properly. So for that, karma and upasana has to be practiced. But you should know that karma and upasana leads to chitta shuddhi and jnana leads to mukti. This clarity has to be there. And while doing karma, you are saying daily nitya puja, right? While doing nitya
Yeah.
puja, there is a statement that comes before you do a puja, in any puja. It is called sankalpa. Sankalpa means intention. The sankalpa, usually in temples or wherever you go, it will be like this. ममोपात समस्त दुर्त्यक्ष द्वारा श्री परमेश्वर मुद्दिश्य श्री परमेश्वर प्रीत्यर्थम सह कुटुंबानां क्षेम स्थैर्य विजय आयुर आरोग्य ऐश्वर्यार्थम धन कनक वस्तुवाहन सिद्ध्यर्थम. Have you heard this?
Yeah.
So these are the
Yes.
list of desires that you are putting in front of the devata, right? If you modify the sankalpa, mamopata samasta durtyakshay dvara Shri Parameshwara Prityardham, and leave it at that. You are doing it for Parameshwara's Prityardham. Done. You do whatever karma, it is fine. Is it clear?
Yes.
Yeah. So, what goes on in your mind is very, very important. So, you do Nitya Karma with just Parameswar Prityardham. It is valid. It is good. You should do. But if you do for Kshema Stairya Vijaya Arya Arogya Aishwarya Vruddhyardham Dhana Kanaka Vastuvahana Siddhyardham, then it is not Vedanta. It is Karma and Upasana. That is for Karma Kanda. That is different. Kamya Karma. It falls under Kamya Karma.
But Prasadji, we can't flip immediately, right? Because there are some
Your choice.
there's some commitments, so which has to like we are expecting some sort of a recovery or some sort of a health support. So can we actually wait for those to fulfill and then, or it can be a middle path as well? That's what I'm trying to understand.
I have clearly explained to you the sankalpa, right? What is your sankalpa when you do puja?
Yeah, to most of the times it's like to manage the conflicts of mind, to get purity of mind, and then goes into like job security, materials that like
So it
to
is
fulfill
about
some sort
kamya
of
karma, right? It becomes a kamya karma. Okay?
yeah.
Understood? It becomes a kamya karma. And when you are doing kamya karma,
Yeah.
it has nothing to do with Vedanta.
Vedanta. Yeah.
Okay? It is not.
So,
It
but
has
we are
nothing to
still
do with
asking.
mukti. It has nothing to do with mukti.
Yeah,
It has nothing to do with
Yeah.
Vedanta. It has nothing to do with anything. It is just to fulfill your desires.
No, like that's where it is. That path, establishing that path is what, like we have some responsibilities. That's where it keeps oscillating there and here. And then also we know that this is the actual path. So I mean, I'm trying to buy time. That's where.
See, you need
with
not
this.
ask me permission to do what you want to do with your life. It is your life,
Exactly.
your choice.
Yeah.
I can only tell you that what is Vedanta and what is karma. If you choose to do
Okay.
karma, kamya karma, it is your choice.
Yeah, yeah.
Okay? So then Vedanta doesn't make sense to you. It's only an academic learning.
No, yeah, the learning is taken and also it's
See, until
implemented.
you apply it, it makes no sense
Yeah.
to learn. No?
Okay.
See,
It's like, as I said, it's not an immediate flip. So it's being incorporated into the actual process of life, right? So that's it. I mean, that's been a big conflict in mind. Saying,
then
where am I? Yeah.
Vedanta, see, when you study Vedanta or you attend Vedanta lectures, right? They talk about Nitya, Nitya Vastu Viveka, Ihamutra Palabhoga Viraga, Shamadhi Sharkam, and Mumukshatva. If you say, I am interested in Kamya Karma, all these 4 qualifications are out of the window. No?
No, that awareness is created in the thought that
You
the
can
seed
think
has
like
been
that. I will listen
sold.
to it,
Yeah.
and then it may sprout at a future time. You can say like that.
Okay.
Okay, you can say like that. Yeah, why not? You listen to the truth, and maybe in future it may sprout. We don't know. But until
No, again, dropping off entirely, right? Again, that's a question of are we actually running away or are
don't
we?
say are we, say am I.
Oh, sorry, am I? Am I? Yeah, yeah. Okay, am I? Yeah.
Yeah. Here we
Am
have
I running away? Am I?
so many people here.
Yeah.
Are you including
Sure,
all
sure.
of
No,
them?
no. I did take them into context. My context was with respect to the family social circle of mine. Sorry about that. Yeah, we did discuss that we should be on singular terms. Yeah, not a collective. Yeah. Am I? Yeah.
Are you doing kamya karma? Yes, you are doing kamya karma. What is the phala of that? The phala of that is whatever you desire, if the devata agrees, you will get it. It depends on your karma phala. That's all. There ends the matter. There is no question of Vedanta here. Vedanta
Okay.
comes in-
Even there also it seems to be a sort of a leak which happens. So that Ishtadevata also doesn't actually fulfill whatever we ask, right? So
Correct.
to strengthen that and to fix those leaks, so can Vedanta be a support?
No. Vedanta is not for that. Vedanta is very clear in its objectives. I am not interested in fulfilling the desires of this world or about the other world, of the heaven. Now, don't try to bring kamya karma into this and say, will Vedanta fulfill it? You know it will not fulfill. The very
No,
basic,
not fulfill is right, but will it
basic tenet
strengthen
is,
my other
basic
aspects
tenet
of?
is, basic
Yeah.
tenet is, you are not interested in the pursuing the pleasures or desires of this world or of the heaven. That is the basic tenet. Now, if you are doing kamya karma and you somehow want to take the benefit of a system, then I suggest you follow the Dharma Shastra. The Dharma, the karma portion of the Veda is specifically for people like you. The karma portion and the dharma portion is for you. You should follow the dharma, you should follow the karma. That is for you. So there are many scholars who will tell you what is dharma, what is karma, how to do particular karma. If you are interested in a kamya karma, they will tell you do this vrata, do this homa, do this yajna, your desire will be fulfilled, Devata will be pleased, and Devata will give you the desires. So that is what will happen. But be careful. If you are coming to Vedanta, you should be very clear about what Vedanta is. Vedanta is, I am leaving the world as such, lock, stock, and barrel. You cannot have 1 foot here and 1 foot there. Not possible.
Prasad ji,
Yeah.
actually that doesn't happen like that in the flip of this. It happens gradually. It should be that intense pain, right? I mean,
No, it
only-
happens
only-
gradually. See, the first thing is you should stop kamya karma. You should
Yeah.
start doing nishkama karma. That is a graduation.
Yeah,
From kamya karma to nishkama karma, you have to
Nishkama
graduate.
karma.
Yeah, you have to
Correct.
graduate. And from there to jnana, you have to graduate.
yeah.
Okay?
Otherwise, until then, we keep on desiring.
You will go in circles. Now, see, you
Right,
came
right.
to Vedanta class thinking that it will solve your worldly problems. It will not
Worldly
happen.
problem.
The different systems are there for different things. If you are interested in worldly problems, solving the worldly problems, then we have different systems. Different systems. You should go and meet those scholars. Those different systems are there where they talk about karma, upasana, and vratas, homas, japas. There, the sankalpa will be క్షేమ స్థైర్య విజయ ఆరోగ్య ఆరోగ్య ఐశ్వర్య సిద్ధార్థం ధన కనక వస్తు వాహన సిద్ధార్థం. There the sankalpa makes sense.
No, Prasadji. Actually, what I felt is like Vedanta. Actually, when we start understanding or wanting to read this Veda Upanishad, it actually makes us understand. Indirectly, it helps us to understand to be away from those worldly pleasures and desires.
Correct. But if you are interested in them, what will you do? See, for example, take Satish. No, he is saying he wants the worldly things to happen. What advice you will give to him?
Yeah, because that is happening because it is not that intense like whatever we say, right? Life keeps on hitting us very hard. So we go in search of things like whatever the pleasure, and whenever we fall in disappointment or hurt or very deep pain, actually that gives us that realization.
That is
Okay,
okay.
this is
Get
again-
the realization. I understand that. Life will teach you lesson. What I'm saying is, I am interested in my job.
Actually, Prasadji,
Yes, go ahead, please.
like what's happened, this was not inducted to us as a kid or as a person before we caught up with the life responsibilities. So that's taken a different direction because of the way we have been groomed.
Absolutely.
So I think that's where it is taking time because we got entangled now, and for getting out of the entanglement, we need these to be fulfilled. And I know that's a continuous journey. Trying to get out of this entanglement is not a immediate next step. So it's a journey. Partly we are trying to adopt and incorporate these learnings, and on the other hand, trying to disconnect from the things that we have been groomed into. So that's where the journey is. And and I do understand what's the requirement because of satsang and other association. That's a new learning that has been rising from past 6 to 8 years. So still now, still not, that entanglement is not, dropped off. So there are few things which has to be fulfilled as we got associated with other karmas or life's responsibilities. And uh, joining here and knowing that that's impermanence and this is permanence, the path is still, on the journey.
Can I say something? See, there are two things here. One is the
Yeah.
external factors, another thing is internal factor. Okay? Vedanta is not about external factors. I have a family, I have children, I need to take care of them. That is external. Inside, how do I feel about them is Vedanta comes into picture. For example, I am a gruhastha. I take care of my family. I do job. I take care of my wife, my kids, my mother. I do all of those things. But am I attached to them psychologically? No. That is the difference. Okay? So what I am telling you is, you can perform all your duties towards your family members because you have started that journey. But internally, in your psychology, are you attached to them? That is what you have to look into.
Okay, yeah. But how do I negate, or how do I know that whether I'm attached or not? Is that
See.
Is there a self-evaluation? Or see, why? Yeah, please go on.
Yeah. See, your internal world is what you need to rectify, not the external world. External world will go on as per what is the destiny. Internally, I feel agitated, I feel anxious, I feel confused. These things is what we are talking about. We are not talking about leaving the family and going away. What we are saying is, internally you look at things differently. Are you willing to do that? See, I am in pain, I am in suffering. Am I willing to look at that in a different way? Can I change my perspective so that my suffering will go away? It is one thing to work for my kids' education. Another thing to desire for them to get into premier colleges and suffering because they didn't get into the premier colleges. Do you see the point?
Sir, can I say something here? Just I would like to add up one thing. We have to practice the detachment, nishkama karma, in our day-to-day life.
Correct.
So that helps. That's what just I want to add up here to the conversation.
Right. Yeah, nishkama karma has to be done. You have to take care of your family, your children, your mother, father, everybody you have to take care. But internally, you should not be attached. Otherwise, you will suffer. See, it is not because some scripture is saying or anything. It is not because some book is saying. You will only suffer. It is in your own interest to escape from suffering that you have to leave off the attachment. You are not doing any favor to anybody by removing your attachment. It is in your own interest to examine the attachment and leave it. If you are not willing to do that, you are thinking that I have a family, I need to take care of that. Yes, you have to take care. Who is asking you to stop it? You have to take care. But are you willing to look at what your psychology? So modify the software, not the hardware. Is that clear?
No, but here again, the intensity depends on effort. Although we say we are detached, but the intensity would actually
That goes.
vary. Is what I feel
Yeah.
about it.
See, that's what I'm saying. See, when you, what is your point? Do you want to uh, drop your desires, or you don't want to drop your desires? It depends on that. What is your point?
Yeah. Okay. Yeah.
Do you have
No,
mumukshatva or
I'm
not?
I'm
As
looking
simple
like
as.
how can I? Yeah. Okay. That should be the question. Okay.
Yeah, that should be the question. You want to drop your desires, or you want to continue as, that's what I'm saying. If you want to pursue kamya karma as a normal person, it is very well valid path. There is a dharmic way for doing that. You follow the dharma, you follow the karma, do it. Then no, there's no point
Arni,
in,
కొంచెం
pardon. Then it is not the right time for you.
no, I'm leaving.
It's not the right time for Vedanta. Because the lessons will not make sense to you. I'm just saying you are welcome to join these classes. I'm not saying that. What I'm saying is the lessons will only make sense if there is a Vairagya and there is a Nitya Anitya Vastu Viveka and Mumukshatva and Shamadhi Shatkam. If you are on the path to practice this, you are welcome. I'm not saying that. I'm not saying to leave off everything. What I'm saying is, at least you should have an open mind. Have an open mind. See, I am suffering because of my attachment. What can I do? Can I drop my attachment? Is an open mind you have to look at. As simple as that.
Yeah.
Okay. Anybody? So Vaishnavi ji, what is your, where do you stand? We started that, no? So you must have done some introspection. What is your opinion?
I strongly believe in the preparedness of the student's mind. You just spoke about the sadhana chatushtayam. I mean, we did not know that it had a name, but until now, but at least the fact that you have to have a firm belief. You did mention that all through our life we've been trained to believe in a certain way, and then we may not relate to certain principles of Vedanta when we do not when we do not, we've never practiced thinking that way. So that way I feel that this firm belief and also dedication in what the student is supposed to do, and I think that is important, sir. And we didn't know it had a name, but today I realized that is the preparedness of the student's mind.
Correct. Geeta ji, what is your opinion? Okay. Satish ji, what is your thoughts?
Prasad, I discussed almost based on the thoughts only. Yeah, so it's still a journey. So
Yes, it's
so
a journey.
all
It's a
the
journey. Correct.
steps
You
of
said
foundation. Yeah,
We don't know, it's a
Yeah.
seed that you are sowing. Someday it will sprout.
Yeah.
Right? Keep attending these classes.
Yeah. Yeah.
Someday it will sprout. Right now you may be at a certain
Sure.
maturity level. You may mature more. And right now it appears to you
Yeah.
that
Yeah.
world is real, right?
Yeah. Yeah.
So when
The feel is there.
when world
Yeah.
is real,
Yeah. The feel is there. Yeah.
so when world is real, you deal with that way. Okay.
Okay.
Asha ji, do you have any concluding thoughts?
Uh, Actually, whatever you're saying is very clear, but it is only the thing that with the whatever the upbringing or the conditions like we are into, right? So with that, like every day, that constant remembrance is the only. I mean, it has to happen, and once that happens, so I think so. We are there.
Thank you. Geeta ji, you were saying something.
So for my case, I am in the process of following all the Vedantic steps
Okay.
which we were discussing, and I really believe that mumukshutva is a requirement to pursue and go through this journey, and with the detachment. Though whatever life situations we are in this timeline, we have to do it with detachment and live in this true essence.
Right.
That's how I am in right now.
Okay. All right. We'll
Thank you.
conclude the session. Asato ma sadgamaya, tamaso ma jyotirgamaya, mrutyorma amrutam gamaya. Om Shanti Shanti Shanti. Harihi Om Tat Sat. Shri Krishnarpanamastu. Thank you very much. See you next week.